What is up? And welcome to this installment of 5 Minutes of Faith. I'm your host, Reverend Branden Nash, and today's topic is hope for the living. I'm going to be reading today from the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verses 4 through 6. The King James Version of God's holy word says, "For to him that is joined to all the living there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward. For the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun." May the Lord bless the reading, hearing, and doing of His holy word. So like I said, today we're going to talk about hope for the living. Now, I remember the first time I encountered someone who was ready to take his own life. He was homesick and he had totally lost his hope for the future. After talking with him, I realized that it is important for us to have hope, because without it, we would truly be lost. Have you ever felt lost or hopeless? Have you ever encountered someone who is ready to give up on their life, to give up on their dreams or their aspirations? How does the Bible encourage those who have no hope? So that's what we're going to be getting into today, and I want to talk a little bit about the context of what's going on at this point in the book of Ecclesiastes. In our text today, King Solomon, who is regarded as the author of the book of Ecclesiastes, starts with a profound statement. He tells us that a living dog is better than a dead lion. Now think about that. Life is so precious that being alive is more important than nearly anything else. Life as a dog can be pretty bad when compared to the life of a lion. However, lions are seen as the king of the jungle, while dogs at their very best are man's best friend. It's hardly a comparison. But even when life gets rough for you, and you feel more like a dog that's getting kicked around than a lion conquering its territory, there is still one thing that you can cling on to, and that one thing is hope. King Solomon goes on to explain that the dead no longer receive a reward from living. This demonstrates that while we are living, we can hope for a reward. We can enjoy the fruits of our labor in the company of our friends. We can enjoy all the things that life has to bring to us. And while we know that we will die one day, the dead do not know anything, according to King Solomon. And as time passes, so will their memory. Now I want you to understand something here. King Solomon is writing from his personal life experience and his wisdom, something that God had blessed him with during the dedication of his temple. However, he's not trying to write about what happens to us after we die, to write some kind of theological manuscript about the afterlife. He's not trying to do that. What he's doing is he's commenting on how death comes to us all, and how the world of the living moves on after people have passed on. From King Solomon's point of view, life is better than death, because life is better than death because life bears opportunity, and opportunity bears hope. I'll say that again. Life bears opportunity, and opportunity bears hope. As long as you are alive, you have an opportunity for things to change around for you in your life. And as long as you have that opportunity, you have hope that things will change for the better. So let's return to my encounter with the person who is ready to take his life. God put me in that situation to infuse hope into him. I remember telling him that he still had the opportunity to change things in his life. He could go back home and pursue his passions. He didn't have to stay in the place where he was. And when he realized that I was right, that he had that opportunity to change the situation because he was still alive, God restored his hope and he was able to go back home. When you hold on to hope, it does not only benefit you, it benefits the people who are around you in your life. So no matter what life throws your way, hold on to the hope of the living. Let me pray with you. God, I thank you that you are the God who restores hope to the hopeless. That you are the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So anyone who is under the sound of my voice, anybody who's watching this video, anybody who may be feeling hopeless out there and feel like they want to throw in the towel, God, I pray that you would restore hope in their lives. Because if you did it for Job, and if you showed King Solomon that living in this life has a great reward, and that it's better to be a living dog than a dead lion, then I pray that you would be present here with us today and show us that same message, that same lesson. In Jesus' name we pray and ask it all. Amen. Well, that'll just about do it for this episode of 5 Minutes of Faith. I want you to make sure that you share and comment and like and subscribe to this channel, like this video. If you haven't already done so, check out our Facebook group, the community of 5 Minutes of Faith. Thank you so much, and until next time, see you then.